Hi, how are you doing? This is Trevor Emden from wizardofwisdom.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to achieve a goal. Actually, as I'm recording this, it's New Year's Eve 2010, so it's a very appropriate time to be talking about goals and goal achievement because obviously many people are setting themselves New Year's resolutions right now. So here's a blueprint for success. Now, as goal setting tips go, you might find what follows a little unusual. It's not the standard advice that you'll find all over the place. Surprisingly, effective goal setting isn't about deciding what you want and then just focusing on it, although that's certainly useful and part of the process, but that won't actually make an effective technique or strategy for achieving goals. In fact, it will set you up to fail more often than not, because what if you don't achieve your goal? Then you just feel you've failed, you lose motivation to try again. So you give up. You say it doesn't work, or you're not good enough. And none of those are resourceful states or good emotions. Goals are achieved by using a set of tools you may not have considered using before. And the good news is, you possess every one of these tools already. So here are the fundamentals of achieving goals. First, you have to believe in the goal itself. It has to be believable and conform to at least most of the basic laws of physics. Obviously, it's no use wanting to fly to the moon without a spacesuit or a rocket. You just aren't going to make that. So the goal has to have some basis in reality, or at least reality as we understand it, and that understanding is changing all the time. But certainly it has to have some conform to your beliefs. And secondly, and perhaps more importantly, certainly at least as importantly, you have to believe that you can achieve it. You. It's no use you thinking, well, I'd really like that, but only other people get that lucky or are that talented or that good. That won't work. You see, if you have the self-esteem of an earthworm, setting yourself the goal of getting a date with Miss World, or Mr. Universe, if you're that way inclined, is probably going to add to your misery, not remove it. The real question to ask yourself then, before setting out to achieve any goal, is this: how will it make you feel when it's achieved? Money, for example, if that's your goal, could make you feel secure, proud, or even free, amongst other possibilities. But emotion is the driving force behind the setting of any goal. You've got to have the desire and want it, and then know why you want it. So identify that emotion first. Unless you recognize this, chasing after goals can actually do you damage. To pursue a career move, for example, trying to get a promotion maybe, because you want to beat some rival to the top, can end up leaving you friendless and miserable in other ways if you handle it badly. It's not really a good emotional reason to want to get promoted. Even more important than that, however, is that if you fail to identify the emotional change you desire from the outset, you'll be far less likely to stick to the chase. It's your driving force and your motivator. Not identifying that emotion is the genesis of procrastination. Oh, can I be bothered today? Oh, it doesn't matter, I'll do this. I'll just mow the lawn before I get on with my business, kind of thing. It is, however, within your power to change your emotional state right now. You don't need to wait till you've achieved the goal. Security, freedom, pride, and all those emotions I used as examples earlier are all just states you've experienced before. You couldn't possibly know that you wanted to feel that way if you didn't have some reference for them. So, therefore, you can apply your imagination to seeing yourself in a situation where you have the desired goal and feel the way you wish to feel about it right now. You can do such imagining right now. Now, that's really visualizing your goals. Now, visualization has a mixed press, but in fact we do it naturally all the time. Fancy hot chocolate? If you do, you didn't do that without visualizing it first. Maybe you hate hot chocolate, in which case, in answer to the question, you also would have visualized the drink and reacted very differently from somebody who loves hot chocolate drinks. Either way, you had to visualize. Having visualized the hot chocolate drink, you now have to believe that you can have it. If you have some in your larder in a way of heating milk or water, you're fine. But if you're stuck out in the jungle, forest or desert somewhere, you have a bigger belief issue to overcome about getting a hot chocolate drink, don't you? Finally, you have to believe in your ability to actually get it and drink it. If you don't consider yourself capable of making or perhaps ordering a hot chocolate drink, then once again, you have a serious challenge. Fortunately, most of us, most of the time, are more than capable of rising to such challenges. We can come up with incredibly creative and innovative solutions to many of the problems that life throws up. However, it is important, vitally important, that you take notice of how much you may have desired that hot chocolate because of the way you imagined it would make you feel when you got it and started drinking it. Someone who's never tasted chocolate probably wouldn't ever have such a desire. A person who's allergic to chocolate would have an entirely different set of references and wouldn't want the drink either. It's all down to emotion. If you'd like more encouragement and tips to focus your dreams or a way to stay on track and turn them into reality, go now to www.wizardofwisdom.com, where you can find out more and you can meet me in more detail. I look forward to meeting you too. This is Trevor Emden from wizardofwisdom.com, signing off.